Everything you need to know about losing fat in the right places isn't as simple as endless crunches or thigh-blasting machines. Here's why your body burns fat the way it does, and how to get results without falling for fitness hype. So like many, you are probably trying to blast fat off your belly, thighs, or love handles. Yeah, that's called the myth of spot reduction, and it's been sold harder than pre-workout at 5 a.m. Planks, miracle creams, or that weird vibrating belt your cousin swears by? Total clown moves. If they actually worked, we'd all be walking around with six-packs, from laughing at bad fitness advice. Goodbye, yellow dude. Hello, yellow clown. Reality check. Fat loss happens everywhere at once. Your body just decides the order. Some people drop weight from their face first. Others see arms or calves lean out before their problem areas budge. It's genetics, not laziness. So if you're expecting belly fat to vanish while you binge TikTok planks, think again. Patience and consistency in overall fat loss are the only game. Understanding that hormones, insulin sensitivity, and overall activity levels also influence fat distribution can help you design smarter workouts and nutrition strategies. And once you accept that fat won't vanish on command, the real science finally starts making sense. Fat loss isn't a magic eraser you wave over your belly. It's like draining a swimming pool, but your body picks which corner empties first. Calories in versus calories out is the name of the game. Eat less, move more, or ideally both. When you're in a deficit, your body taps fat stores everywhere, but genetics dictate the order. That stubborn lower belly or thunder thighs? Yeah, they're usually last to go. Meanwhile, your arms, face, or even calves might lean out first, which feels unfair, but hey, life isn't fair. Think of it like your body playing its own game of fat Tetris. You lose pieces where it wants, not where you cry the most. So stop obsessing over target zones and focus on consistency, because systemic fat loss is the only way to win. The frustrating part? Those problem areas won't budge unless you truly master patience. Factors like metabolic rate, activity type, and hormonal fluctuations also influence how quickly different areas of fat respond to a deficit. Your body has favorite spots to hoard fat, and genetics wrote the rules. For men, stubborn fat usually camps out around the belly and love handles. Thanks, evolution, for that dad bod aesthetic. Women? Hips, thighs, and glutes are the usual culprits, with face and neck joining the party for both genders. It's frustrating, but think of it like nature's way of making sure you never completely disappear in skinny jeans. The areas you care about most are the last to shrink, while arms, calves, or cheeks might lean out first, making progress feel unfair. But that's biology, not your fault. Accepting it keeps motivation alive. Building muscle in these stubborn zones won't melt fat faster, but it makes the area look stronger and more defined as you lose overall fat. Individual fat distribution also shifts with age, hormones, and lifestyle, meaning your stubborn areas can change over time naturally. Even with perfect genetics, patience is the hidden ingredient most people ignore. Fat loss doesn't happen by wishful thinking, it happens in a calorie deficit. That's right, burn more than you eat, or eat less than you burn. Simple, brutal, and non-negotiable. Want to feel like a disciplined athlete? Track portions, plan meals, and embrace consistency. Feel more like a victim of pizza? Keep ignoring numbers and wonder why your belly laughs at your efforts. Either way, your body doesn't negotiate. It responds to energy balance. Exercise helps, sure, but you can't out-train a bad diet or overeating Netflix snacks. The fastest path to shrinking problem areas? Stick to the deficit while building muscle so you maintain shape, strength, and that fit, not frail vibe. Remember, it's systemic. Fat will come off everywhere eventually, just not always where you want it first. Macronutrient composition, meal timing, and consistency also influence fat loss efficiency, making smart planning as important as calorie counting. But even with a deficit, impatience can sabotage your fat loss journey fast. Here's the deal, training a body part won't melt fat there faster. Crunches won't erase belly fat, leg extensions won't shrink thighs, and bicep curls won't magically erase arm flab. But building muscle in those areas changes the game. It gives shape, tone, and density under the stubborn fat. Abs training sculpts the core, making your midsection look tighter as fat gradually decreases. Leg work like squats and lunges fills out thighs so they appear strong, not skinny. Arm days? Build those guns for a fuller look even if the fat lingers. Strength training combined with calorie deficit is your stealth weapon. Fat leaves slowly, muscle stays, aesthetics improve. Patience is key. Consistency wins over crash attempts. Treat your workouts like armor under the fat. Focusing on progressive overload, proper form, and compound movements amplifies muscle growth, improving appearance even before stubborn fat noticeably decreases. Even with muscle, the slowest melting areas can test your patience relentlessly. There is a common misconception that fat loss is about endless crunches or awkward face exercises. Sorry, chewing gum won't save your cheeks. The real magic comes from smart, full-body workouts. Compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, presses, and rows hit multiple muscles, torch calories, and keep metabolism humming long after you leave the gym. Strength training preserves muscle while you shed fat, so you don't just shrink, you stay defined. Circuit-style routines or supersets can add cardio benefits without leaving you gasping like a fish out of water. Focus on consistency over gimmicks, and treat workouts as tools to shape your physique, not punishments. Mix in mobility, core work, and some fun moves to keep boredom at bay. Fat loss becomes predictable when your body is working efficiently and your energy is managed correctly. Incorporating progressive overload, proper recovery, and strategic intensity ensures workouts maximize fat burning, muscle preservation, and long-term metabolic adaptation for sustainable results. Because if you ignore strategy, your stubborn fat will stubbornly laugh at your efforts daily. Most people quit right when progress is about to show. You start a diet, hope your love handles vanish in a week, and freak out when the mirror laughs back. Patience isn't just a virtue here, it's literally the secret weapon. Fat loss takes time because your body burns stubborn areas last, and genetics decide the order. Consistency compounds over weeks, months, and yes, sometimes even years. Small daily habits like sticking to a calorie deficit, tracking meals, and hitting workouts add up. Avoid common mistakes, over-restricting calories, hopping from fad diet to fad diet, or expecting overnight transformation. Remember, your body isn't a vending machine. You don't get instant results by pressing a button. Embrace the process, celebrate small wins, and stay disciplined through the slow phases. That's how real change happens. We are talking tracking progress with measurements, photos, and realistic goal setting that helps maintain motivation, prevent plateaus, and understand that fat loss is inherently gradual. Skip this, and you'll wonder why fat refuses to budge every time. Long-term fat loss is also way more than just about workouts or cutting calories. It's about lifestyle. Recovery matters, sleep like a champ, manage stress, and let your muscles rebuild instead of burning out. Sustainable habits beat crash diets every time. Consistency in nutrition, training, and daily activity keeps results locked in. Hydration, meal planning, and smart snack choices stack over weeks, turning disciplined days into permanent transformation. Remember, even the best routines fail if you ignore mental health or push your body to breaking point. Build a system you can actually live with, one that fits your work, social life, and energy levels. Fat loss isn't a short sprint. It's the marathon your future self will thank you for. Integrating consistent recovery, mobility work, and stress management ensures long-term fat loss success without sacrificing health or performance quality. Stick to it, and your dad bod regrets will turn into flex-worthy victories. Perhaps any of this makes you feel ready to lose fat the right way. Share your thoughts in the comments.